Hello, friends and fellow adventurers. Welcome to the MNmaxed podcast. We want to thank you for joining us, and you do so as we continue the Extinction curse. As always, we want to invite you to come join our Discord, where you can hang out with us and other listeners of the show. And if you'd like to throw a little financial support our way, you can check out our Patreon. And a shout out to all of those at our big number level and above. Rock Jedi, Wolf, Blartimus Slump, Thunder Mammoth, Elisa Ellie, Das Chris, Dicky Lopez, Carnifex, Alex K, Mordine, Doma El Laka, Dr. Grinnis, Forevermore, Frank L, Just Mike Works, Ross D, and Treehugger. Thank you all so much for your support. And now a recap of Session 72. After a big Swolegathy combat in the woods, we finally make our way to the tower. But before we go inside, we first go invisible. As we enter the secret tunnel, we see the guardian golem that we saw the day before. We do our silly best to sneak past it, and in the room beyond, we find we can fly. The room is a big floating mirror to Aradin thing. There are many enemies. The wizard turns into a fucking dragon wizard. Combat kicks off and is interesting. The golem gets destroyed, but shortly after, the dragon wizard goes down. Jet battle medicines him back up. There's a creepy derro who Moonlight pretty much handles. It runs away. The two remaining Swolegaths are defeated, and through a lot of checks, we're able to prevent the wizard from succumbing to a bleed effect. Amidst this, Moonlight pulls out the healing beads blessed by Erosny to find they are no longer magical. Seems they have lost Erosny's blessing. We prepare to chase after the runaway enemy.
This room is very peaceful. You have this dome in front of you with these cascading multicolored lights. So you have in front of you these three exits to move forward. The shaft above you, the two corridors in front of you. The derro fled down the corridor to your right, the northeast.
I say we go after that bitch.
Did I ever see her? I was unconscious for a decent amount of the fight, too.
No, I don't think you really saw her.
I saw her.
Yeah, the rest of us saw her.
And she saw me. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Maybe running into a trap type thing, but chase that person down.
I'd say so.
Wait, I just want to double check. So we're chasing something down and murdering it as it's fleeing?
We don't need to murder it. We can just kill it.
I would be perfectly happy questioning them and perhaps even inviting them to the circus, depending on the circumstances. But murder might be in order.
I just wanted to make sure before we went and did it, so that's cool.
So everybody decides to go chase after the derro that fled.
I don't know, this room's really fun. Can we just,
Yeah, I feel like the Wiz would just be, having fun in here, floating around. Even though he can fly him, if he casts fly on himself, he's enjoying not, the magic not being his own.
This would probably really confuse the hell out of a cat, so she's just gonna stay here.
But Turtle's a very smart cat.
I don't care how smart you are. I'm confused, and I'm a smart dwarf.
Can the Wiz just play with Turtle? Float around in this room.
We'll see you later. You took care of the last tower, I got this one.
We're gonna take turns soloing towers now. If you can't solo a tower, you're out of the fucking group.
Yeah, you can't be a part of the adventurers.
If you can't solo a 4-player encounter, no, you're not allowed in MNmaxed.
You're done. See ya.
Moonlight wouldn't actually fight anything, they'd just scare him away.
Yeah, scare everything away.
You all begin ascending the stairs, and Peach Pie's going first, I understand?
Yeah.
We're only a couple of minutes after the combat before, and the ascent here, it goes a ways. Over 100 feet up that you're traveling, to what you would assume to be that first tier. As you're going up the stairs, are you going up in any particular exploration activity fashion, or are you just waltzing up?
Fuck. I think we should be really careful because we know an enemy fled this way and is probably going to try and set a trap or something. So I'm cautious.
Are we, though?
Investigate. That's what I do. I use the exploration activity investigate. Nope, that's not what I want at all. Search. I seek meticulously for hidden doors, concealed hazards, and so on.
There you go. Peach Pie, when you start getting to the top, or what you assume is towards the top, you hear rustling of papers, clanking of what sound like vials or glassware, and scurrying.
I burst into this room. Hello.
The derro has her right arm is filled with jars with cork tops, and her left arm is filled with metal implements and bits of paperwork that are flying all over the place, and she's shoving them into a bag, and you stop her in mid-step, and she just stares at you.
I think you should surrender, and maybe we can talk about things.
Do I see her?
Well, it's at the top of the stairwell. Peach Pie just pops out.
Where am I at in this fucking order?
Turtle is definitely staying behind.
Turtle's not going to squeeze up the 5 foot wide.
Not dude,
Hundreds
she's
of-
flying around in a room. This is the best day of her life.
All right, so Peach Pie, you pop in the room and you see one of the jars looks like it holds.
Oh, they're all gonna hold chunks of brain. I already know.
Well, there's like full brains in one jar that's just bouncing around and
that's
some
right.
thick fluid, and
Yeah, this one needs to die. It's
there are like parts of animals, and there's like eyeballs, and there's chunks of flayed skin in jars, and all these things from creatures.
Yeah.
And all of them are marked with a name.
After I just said maybe we can talk about it, I go, oh.
The smell of decomposition is strong in this low-ceilinged chamber, and though it's sparsely furnished, it has the despoiled look of a ransacked home. Ratty, flea-bitten furs form a makeshift bed, while a number of warped, salvaged planks are placed between stacked bricks to form shelving. Rows of glass jars line these shelves, each holding a fleshy-looking lump. Near the shelves is the poorly cleaned skull of a bull. It rests on the floor and appears to serve as a stool for another bit of planking on stacked bricks that serves as a crude writing desk. And she's like running back and forth between the two as you're walking in, shoving things into this bag.
I've rescinded my offer for parlay.
Wait, hold on now.
No.
Wait, hold on.
No, combat. Nope. Sorry.
No.
Nope. Sorry. Combat.
Okay, no. Peach Pie's gonna dive right into this.
Yeah, this person's been murdering innocent people and like nice people and like drove people insane and tortured them and stuff. This is not nice.
All right, then let's get initiative from everybody.
Solid initiatives, guys.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. Peach Pie wants to go first.
True.
Peach Pie wants, Peach Pie does go first. With a nat 20 in the die, 39, Peach Pie.
Action 1, rage. Action 2, sudden charge. I'm going to get all the way around her over to here. And attack. Oh, yeah. 40 to hit.
40 is a hit.
That is not a critical hit.
It is not a critical hit.
Jesus, indeed. Okay.
I mean, I guess it's be just a critical hit on me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'd be just a critical hit on me. Well, we'll deal her 27 damage, and that is the end of my turn.
You slam the big top stake driver into her small body, and she's holding that bag, and she drops. All these papers fly everywhere. A jar shatters, and this fleshy mound just splays all over the floor.
Gross.
The juices start to form around Peach Pie's clown feet.
Also, can I point out how disgusting it is that she uses a not very well cleaned bull skull as her stool? Like, that is so gross.
I mean, he also mentioned flea-bitten bed stuff, so,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think this person really cares.
After Peach Pie, Jebediah, it's your turn.
I follow suit and do the same thing. Sudden charge to flank, and I'll swing a 2 on the dice for a 20.
That is a miss.
Huh. Try again. A 6 on the dice for a 19.
That's a critical miss.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Well, she dodges out of the way twice. She's not holding any weapons yet, but she has her hands up, and she's kind of got that dodgy back and forth. And she uses her first action to stride, using mobility. So at half speed, she does not trigger reactions with this movement. So yeah, the way mobility works is that you can use your stride action at half speed to not trigger reactions that trigger off of movement.
Nice. I feel like this is the first time we've come into that. We haven't run into mobility before.
It's a rogue thing. I've seen it, but I don't think I've actually.
Oh, it's not it's not a general feat, is it? Yeah.
No, it's a
specifically rogue. So she uses her first action to get out of flanking and lightly step around Peach Pie. And her second action, she does the same thing. She moves at half speed to dodge behind Peach Pie. And with her third action, she dives down the hallway.
All right, then.
A chase it is.
She ran down the hallway, I say, to whom it may concern.
After the derro, Wizard, it's your turn.
Since the wizard has not entered the room yet, his first action will be to walk into the room.
Wizard, when you walk into the room, you get a moment of deja vu, looking at both the bullhead stool and the shelves on the side holding the bits of flesh and jars and whatnot. You feel like you've seen this before at some point in your past. You might not be able to pinpoint it, but you walked into a room very similar to this at some point, but it was a cave.
Having this flashback, the Wiz is going to keep moving up until he can see her, and he'll stop right in front of her.
You!
Pull out his pipe, light it up, and say, "Oh, hey, Ginjana. Been a while."
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
You see her start to visibly sweat. Just coming up to see what the surface looks like.
You still trying to save all the derro by killing people and pulling their brains out through their nose?
No, not necessarily. Could make a good profit off of that sort of discovery.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I'm getting farther. The specimens on the surface world have been very insightful. You should see. I dropped it. There's a big sad cloud in my room. And...
Oh, Peach Pie.
Wait. Oh, no.
He's so nice.
He's with you. She rubs her shoulder. Now, I know talking's a free action, but this is a lot of interaction. We're gonna come over to Moonlight.
Fucking wizard been fucking holding out on us. What is this shit?
It's the first time you've seen her. Tyler's been leading flashbacks every time I saw one. Saw like a body with the brain pulled out.
That's true. All right then. Wasn't expecting that.
Well, Moonlight, Wizard just walked past you, started talking to the derro, Ginjana.
And lit up my pipe, completely unthreatening now.
Yeah, Moonlight will move up. Even getting all the way behind the wizard, Moonlight still can't see anything with 2 full actions, which kind of leaves them to keep going. 5, 10, and end up right next to the derro, and not wanting to be right next to the derro, actually moves down the hallway in the opposite direction, which might not be a good idea either. Well, actually, when I get to this T, do I see anything down this other hallway?
It looks like it leads into a small, dingy room where you see a figure chained to the other wall. Like, it's just over the corner, and you can just see, like, maybe some feet, but there's certainly somebody in that room, and they seem to be chained.
Yeah, I guess seeing chains that direction, I don't want to go that direction. So I am going to attempt to tumble through Ginjana here. That is an acrobatics check against her reflex DC. That is a 36.
A 36 will do it.
I use a full movement because I don't want to be right on the other side of her. And that will be my turn. That's my 3 actions.
So the wizard just having a conversation with Ginjana, and Moonlight comes tumbling by. That takes us back up to the top of the order. And the reason that I'm still in initiative, Peach Pie, it's your turn.
Well, I would have heard a bit of that conversation, I'm sure, but I don't know exactly what's going on. So Peach Pie will move down into this hallway and past the wizard and see the derro.
As you walk by, I say, "Hold up, Peach Pie. Don't kill Ginjana. Not yet."
But she was torturing those poor people.
No. I killed them first. Cleanly, quickly. It's in the best interest of the pituitary gland.
That sounds like she deserves to die to me.
Wait, no.
I ready action to attack her, with the trigger being I feel like it?
No. Some more specific, please.
I ready action to attack her should she in any way attempt to get away from me.
Got it. Now, Jeb's still in Ginjana's quarters. Do you move up?
Yeah, I'm still chasing, so I will get here and attack. I don't care what the wizard says.
You'll have to tumble through her square to be able to do that.
Do it up.
All right, give me an acrobatics check.
A 32.
Did you use a hero point for
Yes.
that? That is a success on the used hero point.
I roll a 1 and hit her for 19.
Oh my god.
Okay.
God.
Jeb, as you swing that axe at Ginjana, she matrix dodges to the left, and with her left hand, palm smashes the shaft of your axe towards Peach Pie, and you need to make an attack roll versus Peach Pie.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna crit this shit. I'm just not gonna roll tonight. A 3. I was like, I wanted to hit you just to do some damage. I'm done.
Just because it would be fun.
The axe clanks off the mud brick wall on the corner.
I look at the axe and go, is it me?
Well, it seems like we've got some combat that's still here with Jebediah and Peach Pie now surrounding Ginjana. And she's looking frantically back and forth between Peach Pie and Jeb. And she just says, "You make them stop. Can you make them stop? Please don't kill me. I'm just trying to understand the brain. I need subjects for that." She does nothing with her actions. Wizard, it's your turn.
Moonlight, did we want to talk to her at all, or did we just want to kill her? I do know her.
Yes, I know him.
I was gonna kill her before and decided not to. But that was before she started pulling brains out of people other than things down below.
You have a very specific memory of talking to another derro about their child who was killed by Ginjana. She was ostracized by the derro community in the Underdark too. You feel like you told her something.
When you ask Moonlight that, Moonlight will be like, well, do you think we can trust that she'll go back where she belongs?
I mean, I don't trust her. And I don't think we should trust her, no. But I think we could talk to her. You can decide what to do after that.
I'm okay with talking to her if Peach Pie and Jebediah are, but I'm not sure Jebediah's ready for that.
Well, why the fuck do we want to talk to this lady?
I'd like for Moonlight to give you a perception check.
34.
Hey, Moonlight, there's two things I want to point out about you've been watching her. She's looking back and forth between Peach Pie, Jebediah, and the wizard's lantern. Eyes darting back and forth between the three.
You appear to be afraid of the lantern. Is there a reason for that?
Just from encounters with them in the past.
Lanterns?
No, not lanterns. Goodness, what it represents. Do you not know this man? She points at the wizard.
He's the wizard. That's about all we know.
God, that's so frustrating. She looks over at the wizard and she says, "We didn't know your name either."
I don't know my name either.
It's the wizard.
He's one of them. The lantern bearers. I know you're not elves. It's an underground thing. They come to the Darklands and they have this war with the drow. They just kind of come and stomp all over. It's not just the drow that live in the Darklands. That's all I know. He could tell you more.
How do you know him then?
She's like, her eyes are looking back and forth. She's not talking.
Moonlight, did we want to ask her anything other than stuff about me? I don't remember any of the stuff she's talking about.
I guess we could ask her about this tower and who else is here.
Then will you let me go with my research?
Probably not.
What is it you are attempting to discover?
I think that the brains of citizens of the Darklands with light sensitivity, like myself, get messages from the pituitary gland in the brain that tells the skin of the creatures to burn, to conflagrate. And I need more pituitary glands from surface creatures. I need more brains.
I think you have a severe problem.
I don't have a problem.
You should no longer be murdering people. I think we shall ask you some questions and then see where things go.
Couldn't you take them from people that just died?
Well, how? You come and talk to a village and say, "Hello, my name is Ginchana. I'm from the Darklands. Would you please give me your dead?"
We happen to know a mortisserie.
We happen to kill a lot of people.
Would you like to join the circus?
Would you like to follow us around and pull out the brains of everybody we kill? I didn't actually ask
That's
that.
we're not legitimately saying any of that.
Because I don't know what to say to that.
That's not RPing.
That was not in Moonlight's voice. Come on.
That is the group fucking around.
You know, hang around a hospital or something. It's better than murdering them.
Where? We're in the middle of the woods.
Well, we are right now. You could go to a city.
You just don't understand. It doesn't work like that. People just aren't okay with you taking loved ones' brains.
Fine, then Peach Pie will just have to kill you. Okay, whatever.
I promise I'll make it quick and painless.
Ooh, got him.
Does anybody have anything else to say there? Because if not, she does not have enough HP for me to justify her getting much of a fight back, even in turn order.
Sorry, Ginjana.
I was just gonna say, the only thing that's changed my mind was if he says something, but if the Wiz said something other than
Bye.
Like, I tried to give her an out.
Yeah, I mean, an attempt was made. She turned it down.
She wants to just keep murdering people. I mean,
Yeah, she's just gonna
obviously
keep
she's
murdering
going
people.
to.
it's natural selection.
I'm fine either way.
I smash her head in as quickly and painlessly as possible.
No, you don't. I do.
No, Jeb does. I lied.
You know, you guys could bludgeon and slash as a team.
You put your axe on the top of her head and I'll drive it down with my hammer.
Oh, that's gruesome.
Like a wedge. Yeah, that's super gruesome.
That's 56. And you rolled a 19.
Fucking dead, all right?
You did the right thing, Peach Pie. It is very sad, but she clearly had a problem. She would not have stopped murdering, I don't think.
I'm all for the research, but the wrong way, yo.
I did not like how she tortured people. I don't believe she killed them first.
She didn't seem very remorseful either.
I am sorry, Jeb, and I killed your friend, the wizard.
I wouldn't really call her a friend.
Oh, there was someone chained up down that other hallway.
Wait, would you call me a friend?
I'm gonna go help that chained up person.
My rain cloud turns on.
Ouch.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, it's a good thing that rain cloud turned on because you just got burned.
So the wizard walks down the hallway. Wizard, you see this isolated chamber. It's dark, it's dirty. A pair of iron manacles have been attached to a piton driven into the wall. And there is a single prisoner here. And she seems to be unconscious.
Peach Pie will walk up to her, sadly, and bend down and do a medicine check to see if she's alive and recoverable.
She is shallowly breathing.
And I'll battle medicine her, why not? I succeed in battle medicining her. She heals for 5.
I'm going to save the flavor on battle medicine. You can tell she just needs, right now she needs water really badly.
I pull out water and I give it to her.
She starts to wake up and she's turned away from you. When you turn her face toward you, she has this sheen to her skin. And when you're feeding her the water, you notice she actually has this like faint, scaly green texture to her skin. You thought that maybe it was just she was very sickly, but there seems to be some serpent scales.
Can I do some kind of check to find out what ancestry she is?
Sure. Society.
It'd take twice as long. 33.
This seems to be a human that has some Nagaji ancestry, the Naga people. She looks up at you and she's goes, "Oh, thank you.
Hello.
Hello. You're a clown.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't eaten in days. I must be dreaming."
No, I'm really here.
And he's really a clown.
It's true, I am. Here, have some food.
Her eyes go wide if you pull out rations, and she just devours them.
Oh, did we actually unchain her? Was that a thing we did?
I don't think we've had time yet.
I don't know how we would. If we've got a key, Moonlight could pick them.
Yeah, Moonlight could pick the locks. I figured we'd want to get her healthy first and talk to
That's
her.
what I thought too.
She's manacled in the front, so she can still get food
Okay.
to her mouth.
That and after the whole Beleni thing, I think we leave women in distress until we've had a chance to talk to them.
You're not a succubus, are you? can't do it. Can't do it while laughing.
Down the hallway further, where you haven't gone, you can see some natural light coming from that direction, but you also hear this faint humming sound.
My curiosity is piqued. I go towards it. Or am I drawn towards it?
You're not drawn towards it, no.
Split the party. Split the party.
No. Jeb is the party.
I told you I'm taking this fucking tower.
That's right.
Solo. Jeb, you see in the center of this room at the end of the hallway, a large crystal sits. Attached to it are these metal tubes and glass tubing wires, and it's violently humming.
Is it like the crystals from the other towers?
The crystal looks to be cracked in many places. It looks like it's ready to come apart, like this bomb that looks like it's ready to go off. Like in a very startling way, you get the idea that this thing could go off any minute. Like any second. Get closer, it could go off.
Is me getting closer affecting it?
Make a perception check.
34.
You do notice that the pitch is going up as you get a little closer.
I would have no idea how to even begin to stop this thing.
It feels like it's reacting to the resonance that you've received from the Aeon orbs. You can feel that. That's what it feels like it's reacting to as you get closer.
Those are not physical items. Those are just part of me, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to slowly back up. I don't have a big enough brain to deal with a crystal. And hey, look who it is. The wizard.
It's the Wiz looting a body.
I just fucking rummaging over the thing and I'm like, hey, there's
His supposed friend's body.
I tell the Wiz about the bomb that he blew up last time. There's another one.
What do I find on her?
Well, while Jebediah was distracted by that, I guess let's get you Ginjana's loot. Magic short sword, magic leather armor, magic heavy crossbow, bolt with some poison on it.
Lick it.
Various metallic tools, technically considered an expanded healer's tools.
I need healer's tools.
They're the expanded kind, too.
And they were my friends.
Happy day.
Not my friend.
She didn't even know your name, man.
I don't know my own name. I'd be shoving it all into the bag, and I'll check it all out later. But I had to go follow Jebediah as he was watching me loot this corpse.
You just put your finger, you're like, hold on, dude.
As I'm shoving a magical crossbow into my bag of holding.
You said a timed bomb. I'll be there in a minute.
Give me 1 second.
Glowing magical thing. Okay.
Wizard, as you turn the corner in this corridor, this looks like the crystal that was at the top of that tower. It's definitely not destroyed. However, it does look heavily damaged and very volatile. But it looks like there's some sort of alchemical electric rig that's just been jimmied up real quick. This looks dangerous.
And it does react as we get closer to it?
It does.
How close can they get and still feel safe?
Within 15 feet is when it starts to get that almost 2 pitches getting closer to meeting.
And you said the thing rigged up to it looks alchemical?
There are some beakers with alchemical fluids running through them and into the crystal. You can see that through the cracks in the crystal, there are alchemical fluids dripping out of it, but there are also some wires plugged in to some steel plates that have like hastily soldered circuits into them.
I start yelling back for Peach Pie. Peach Pie, you might. I need a hand.
I don't know, wizard. Sounds like something only a friend could do for you.
Peach Pie, God damn it, Peach Pie! You're my friend. Come here, friend. I need help.
I come over.
That was adorable. Hero point to both of you.
What can I do?
We're gonna try and disarm this.
There's more of you that are getting closer. There's almost like different notes are entering into this chord that's happening, and you could feel that those resonant reflections inside of you interacting with this crystal.
You just direct me, wizard, and I will do as you say.
You figure out what the alchemical stuff is.
Okay.
And if you can disarm that portion, and I'm gonna do what I can for the rest of it.
Moonlight, you're left in that cell room alone with the part serpent woman.
She is still chained up, right? We didn't.
She is still chained up.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I didn't find a key on what's-her-face's body, did I?
Kinjana? No.
Yeah, okay.
When Peach Pie gets up to run to help, she looks at Moonlight. Be careful! He took that back! He brought it here to kill you! Tell them to be careful!
Oh, I'm sure they're being careful.
She slowly keeps eating the rations. Okay. She goes and hides back behind the corner so that it's out of sight of the hallway, so she's kind of got a blast position.
I'm just imagining a clown and a stoner disarming a bomb.
So,
what could possibly go wrong?
why didn't the angry derro pull your brain out?
She was going to. Thesseka wouldn't let her yet.
Who?
Thesseka.
Who's that?
The giant monster that's trying to kill you.
Haven't heard about that one yet.
No, we definitely have.
Thesseka?
Thesseka. It seems one distillery worker is still alive. She tracked down a Swolegath and learned some things. She mentions a Swolegath named Thesseka, who might be Boopy Boy, is what I wrote.
Definitely not.
Yeah, definitely not. We've since killed Boopy Boy.
A couple of them,
yeah.
A random comment in passing does not count as no.
Yeah, that's fair.
What can you tell me of Thesseka?
She's terrifying. You know what genuine fear looks like. You don't even need a sense motive. That's genuine fear. Oh, she's one of them, but she's a monster.
How did you end up here?
Was taken from outside of Turpin Row by the derro.
Yes, I'm not sad that she died.
Jeb, what are you doing while Peach Pie and the wizard are taking position around this crystal and Moonlight is questioning the prisoner that you found?
I gotta go solo the tower, so I don't know where to go.
I don't know where to go.
I don't want to. So like, it's like it must be humming like mad right now, right?
It's going pretty good. Yeah, it's going. You had part of the note of this chord. It's the base of the chord, and you're all adding notes into it, and it's not a completed chord yet.
Oh well, fuck! Get over here, Moonlight. We gotta complete the chord.
I'm pretty sure we don't.
Jeb, as you're standing there, just inside the doorway of this room, from the other side of the crystal, and Peach Pie Wizard, you see this too, a Swolegath walks into the room.
Alright, that guy looks pretty fucking tight.
I would like to be his friend.
Yeah, let's ask if he wants to join the circus.
She is big.
Her. I'd like to be her friend.
There are spikes, these like bone spike-like protrusions that come jutting out of her back, razor horn-like juts out of her arm. Her tail almost looks like the tail of an ankylosaurus with big wicked spikes on the end of a club-like tail. One of her eyes has a goggle affixed to it, and around her chest are strapped numerous vials of alchemical substances. Ah, yes, you've come. Where's the fourth? Bring the fourth.
That doesn't seem very wise of us. You're gonna blow us up, dude.
When she enters the room and begins talking, 2 Swolegaths with hook arms climb in from outside of the tower, behind Peach Pie and the wizard. Which one of you destroyed this?
I point my finger at the Wiz.
We were just gonna fix this. We thought you broke it. Right? I'm sorry. I assumed you broke it. That's my fault. My bad.
What? No, come on. This was set up. This was set up to drain the orb in the tower to the west.
Oh, who destroyed the other one? Or this one?
This crystal. My draining crystal. It was working perfectly.
We just walked in. We were gonna fix stuff. Did you not call a repairman? We're the repairmen.
Killed all of my sergeants. You just walked in?
Yeah?
She strides behind Peach Pie and the wizard.
I don't know if she'd get that far.
And I was gonna say, I'm curious.
Peach Pie, are you gonna do anything?
I'm sorry, you're clearly here to kill us, and I'm afraid I'm not going to let that happen.
All right.
So, attack of opportunity.
Initiative. And yes, go ahead and get your attack of opportunity. She'll continue to get her stride action off, though.
Okay. Attack. God damn it, 2 4s in a row for initiative and then that attack. Well, I miss on my... Oh, I critically miss with a 25. That means her AC is at least 35. Okay. All right. Okay.
She gets just on the other side of Peach Pie, near the opening where the hookling Swolegaths are climbing in from outside. Jeb starts it off.
I'm still wary about getting closer to the crystal, so I am going to cast a spell. And I demand a fortitude save from the big ugly lizard. Holy fuck.
Plus 26.
The big lizard gets a 44.
I cast a different spell and try to roll again?
What spell was that?
I don't know, nothing happened.
Slow. Got it.
Blow up the crystal, take her with you.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I just wait, I guess. I mean, not wait, I'm good. I'm not gonna move up quite yet. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna put myself between the Wiz and that.
Yeah, no.
I'm down doing it, see? I didn't do it.
Literally taking away any possibility of any cone spell, which I had tons of cone spells.
All right. Then, with Turtle's action, she is floating in the dome, just like putting her paws on this red shining light that's going around the room, chasing it while flying in the air. Turtle's just down in the dome playing with all of the shining lights. Like, imagine a cat in the middle of a dome room with a disco ball. That's basically what's happening right now. That's all. Wizard, it's your turn.
So I start my turn by quicken casting and cast the 5th level color spray. It's only 5th level though, for incapacitation.
Now, just to be clear, you are not getting the crystal in the cone or on any of the components.
No.
This is all Thesseka and the hookling Swolegaths. We get a 35 from Thesseka, a 32 from one of the hooklimbs, and a 25. So the 25 fails, the other 2 succeed.
Okay. And then incapacitation.
Thesseka's above your level. The hooklings are below your level.
What would they need for level 5? Is it level 11?
Yeah, they have to be more than twice the spell level.
So Thesseka technically critically,
Critically succeeds. And what spell is this again?
color spray.
Gotcha. So nothing happens to Thesseka?
Nothing to Thesseka. Hooklimb number 2 with the success is going to be dazzled for 1 round. Hooklimb 1 is going to be stunned 1, blinded for 1 round, and dazzled for 1 minute.
Perfect.
I was hoping that was going to go a little bit better. I also just wanted to see what her save was, because her fortitude is ridiculous. And now my second and third actions, armor a drain bonded item, which I can do at any point in my turn for level 5 spell. And I will bring back Cone of Cold at level 5 and cast Cone of Cold on them.
I don't even imagine these two things happening separately. I imagine Cone of Cold out of one hand,
Hell yeah, I love that visual.
color spray out of the other, and they swirl into each other. One of the Zolgaths gets a 34, the other hook limb gets a 32. Thesseka actually gets a 22 and fails.
Nice. 33 damage.
2 hook limbs take half.
I blew a lot of shit on that
You did.
and feel like I did not get a lot of worth out of it.
We'll see, every little bit helps.
After the wizard, one of the hook limb Zolgaths on the wall, this isn't the one that's stunned and blinded, this one's just dazzled, crawls down off the wall to get right up next to the crystal and the wizard. Needs to spend 2 actions getting there though. Makes a single claw attack on the wizard. Gets a 30 to hit. And because it's dazzled, it needs to make a d20 mischance. It gets a 13 and succeeds.
Yeah, and a 30 just barely hits me.
Just barely. Wizard, you're gonna take 23 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
It's Thesseka's turn. Thesseka frowns at your unwillingness to bring the forth and flexes, and visible clouds of stench and greenish mist come off of her stench glands around her neck, and everyone in the room, Peach Pie, Wizard, Jebediah, give me a fortitude save.
34?
I got a 27 and I'm tempted to hero point it.
30. Peach Pie succeeds, Jebediah fails.
How bad is it though? Is what I'm wondering. If it's like a mini boss one, like end of book one.
Mini boss? End of book boss.
This is end of
This
book
is
boss.
This is end of book boss, and it's their aura. I'll let the fail through.
Okay, so Wizard fail, Jebediah fail, Peach Pie succeeds, and it's a fortitude save, so
Critically succeed.
therefore nothing. However, the Wizard and Jebediah are now both sickened 2.
Cool.
She strides past the Wizard, leaving Peach Pie's square, but you started this off with an attack of opportunity, and it hasn't been your turn yet, right?
But it hasn't been anybody. We weren't even in combat then.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I'll take it.
It's arguable, but
It's arguable. And I'm going to miss anyway with the 29.
she strides over to Jebediah. She's going to use the shove action. So athletics check against Jebediah's fortitude DC. 35. So it's a success. So she's going to shove you to the south 5 feet and then stride down the hallway, which does provoke from you.
Neat.
Cut her hamstrings.
I will strike at her with that fucking 20 was there. I saw
That
it.
was almost a 20.
Cool. This.
30 misses. And as she shoves you aside, she says, "Stay here," and strides down the hallway.
Well, that's going to be the last thing I do.
All right, Moonlight, you're hearing a lot of activity coming down the hallway right now.
I hear all the combat. Do I hear this person stomping down the hallway?
Oh yeah, she's not exactly stealthy or quiet about it. She's angry parent stomping down the hallway.
And did I hear her call out, "Stay here"?
I mean, yeah, you would have heard it. She wasn't quiet about it.
Moonlight whispers to the Naga, "Hopefully I'll be back." And they disappeared. I cast invincibility on myself. And might be a bad idea, but I moved down the hallway towards the room with the vials and the makeshift desk and stuff.
Genjana's quarters. Got it.
That's my turn.
That brings us over to Peach Pie.
All right. Well, I guess I'll take advantage of Thesseka running out of the room to try and take down these 2 henchmen quick. I move into combat with 1, rage, and then attack. And Wizard, do you threaten? Can you give it some flanking there?
Technically, anybody threatens with their fists,
Fantastic.
but also staff. Wait, you're not holding it though.
27.
Why would I not be holding my staff?
A hit.
Because you just dual wielded a spell.
You did.
That's, my headcanon had you dual wielding spells.
Maybe he was like spinning the staff like Donatello style, and both of the cones sprayed out of it.
One from each end. Brilliant.
Yeah. I deal 34 damage to this Zolgath, and I'm done.
Then after Peach Pie, it is the Zolgath who is stunned, so he's going to lose his first action. He is also blinded, so he uses his first action his second action to climb down the wall, and his third action to kind of blindly walk into the room and stop right next to Peach Pie. He probably runs right into you and just bumps into Peach Pie.
Attack of opportunity? It hasn't been my... No, just was my turn.
Literally just was your turn. You can't get 3 attack of opportunities at like...
In a turn? Come on.
Almost. No, I'm going to say no to this one. Because it shouldn't provoke. Flavor that he bumped into you. That's the bottom of round 1. It takes us back up to the top. Jeb, it's your turn.
Solo the tower, man. Solo the boss.
I'm gonna go solo things. Jeb being Jeb and knowing that thing's heading for Moonlight. I wanted to slow that thing so bad, but a 42 of 26. It's nuts. I'll use 2 movement to get through her.
You're going to try to tumble through?
Yeah. 26.
26 does not make it.
Okay, so then I just stop on the other side of her, right?
Yeah, you stop.
Does a 24 hit?
24 misses.
Alright, I'm done.
Jeb goes solo versus Thesseka as she marches down the hallway to get to Moonlight. Jeb, take a hero point.
Nice, I got it back.
Wizard, it's your turn.
I'm gonna drain bond to item level 6 and bring back dragon form. And I turn into a white dragon.
Wizards going dragon again. Casting that spell, though, that Hooklim Zolgath is going to get an attack of opportunity.
Go for it.
What a bitch.
37.
I would have 37. Oh, is it because it's sickened?
Yeah, it drops up.
Is sickened drop my AC?
Yeah, it's a -2 to all DCs, including your AC.
Fuck.
Which means you lose that spell before it actually goes off.
Motherfucker.
Should have 5-foot stepped back.
I wanted to get an attack off.
The wizard's not used to it casting in combat.
Yeah, third action, I will move back then. If you don't put me down.
So 46 on the critical hit.
Yeah, I'm dipping. Back to Jeb.
Well, that takes us over to the other Hooklim Zolgath. He's gonna spend that action to extrude those barbs on its claws, like the last one did, and then make a claw attack on Peach Pie. 29 to hit.
Miss.
And then we'll do the same thing a second time. 35 to hit.
That'll hit.
That will deal you 22 points of slashing damage.
Why can't we fight anybody who has weapons?
It's common. Soon.
I'm sure those dinosaurs have lots of weapons.
Yeah, Siege of Dinosaurs, next book. Lots of weapons.
Because it spent that action bringing those barbs out, you also take 1d10 points of persistent bleed. That takes us over to Thesseka, who's going to march down the hallway. Oh, and Jeb, you get an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Oh, I would like. Let's roll some dice and miss.
Oh my god, and
damn.
that one.
I got a 1 for a 17.
Yeah, that's a critical miss.
Huh.
Rough, buddy. All right.
Just kidding. I can't mumble under my breath as well as with this mic.
But that -2, it's like you have to roll a nat 20.
And that second condition is going to get you. You can spend a single action retching in an attempt to recover. But anyways, Thesseka strides all the way down the hallway. She looks down the hallway to Ginjana's quarters, doesn't see anything, moves on to the holding cell where the woman is. And she walks in and she goes, "Where did the tree go?" It disappeared! It disappeared! And Thesseka will claw. With 35, that's a critical hit.
Way to kill the NPC.
41 damage to the NPC. She goes down hard. She's bleeding out. She can be resuscitated. Moonlight, it's your turn.
I have no fucking clue what to do here. This is not a good situation, guys. Should I run away or should I run into the room?
Let's blow up the crystal.
Well, I mean, if you guys are far enough down the hall the other way, if I go into the room, it should be okay, right?
I mean, I'd just say keep her distracted trying to chase you down. Let the wizard and Jeb beat on her, and I'll try and handle these 2 hook guys.
You're going to take the 2 hook guys all by yourself.
Probably not. But we'll see.
So what is this down here? Just like a...
That leads out to the terrace that's at the top of the switchback staircase on the exterior.
Moonlight moves 90 feet to get into the room, past everybody, to the south to the terrace. Almost to the terrace, while invisible.
Wizard and Peach Pie, you hear this like... As the note like gets closer and then it moves away.
Is this the terrace I shot a fireball at?
Yeah.
The fireball hit any of this shit in here? Anything looks singed?
There's no vegetation in here at all. It was all burned away. I haven't really described the room because it's literally just a stone block.
That's Moonlight's turn. Three moves. Excited.
After Moonlight, Peach Pie, it's your turn.
Let's just go ham on some hook, guys. First attack's going to be a 36 to hit.
36 hits.
We'll deal him 35 damage. We'll attack again. Going to be a 31 to hit.
31 hits.
We'll deal him 28 damage.
Oh, that's a hit.
Action number 3. I shove him 5 feet away from me and follow.
Are you pushing him away from the crystal?
Yes. Yeah, like down into the southeast.
Got it.
And I just follow 1 square to the south. Or excuse me, to the east. I'm doing that because I know the one below me was blind, but I also know he bumped into me. So I'm hoping he thinks I'm in that square. So when he swings at me, he will miss.
Got it.
Done. Oh, and really quick to answer the question. Yes, I am going to take out these 2 hook guys myself.
Peach Pie, at the end of your turn, you do take that bleed damage. And on that D10, I rolled a 10.
I rolled a 14 to overcome.
And that doesn't quite make it. Peach Pie bleeds. Now we're over to the Swolegath that got stunned and blinded. He rubs at his eyes with the backside of his hands, or of his hooks, I guess, and is no longer blinded.
Oh, he's only blinded for a round?
Dazzled for 10 rounds.
Now what?
So it needs to roll a 5 on a D20 check in order to hit you. It's also going to use its action to extend those claws out, the barbs on the claws.
Don't suppose that has manipulate, huh?
It doesn't, no. It's going to take a 5-foot step to assist in flanking with his buddy when it starts.
He ain't got flanking.
Make a claw attack without flanking for right now. Gets a 25 to hit.
That'll miss.
And that takes us up to the top of round 3. Jebediah, it's your turn.
I'm going to try another spell. Nothing seems to work for me, so... Sorry, I'm being a baby. Take that, bitch!
What kind of save?
Fucking reflex save. As a gigantic rock comes out of the ground.
Gets a 26.
Oh, impaling spike.
Oh, man.
Fuck. So I will do the 86 damage for 20.
Not bad.
Does she by chance have cold iron?
Resistance is just physical 14.
A giant rock spikes down from the ground and impales through her kneecaps. She's immobilized. She can attempt to escape. I'm sure she's pretty yoked, so whatever.
Still takes certain action.
Pierces through her thigh, pins her to where she is, and she turns back to look at you. Wizard, it's your turn.
So he did say you can retch to try to get rid of her.
I don't have line of sight on anybody right now.
It's time to throw up.
Yeah, first action, I'll try and retch. Fuck it. Let's get rid of this segment.
Fortitude save.
19 on the die, 37.
37 does it. It's not a critical success, so you actually reduce the value by 1. You're now sickened 1.
Can I retch again?
You certainly can.
Third action, I'll try it again. I got nothing else to really do. 34.
That's a success.
Yep, sickened 1, gone. That's my turn.
After the wizard just kind of stands at the mouth of this hallway, retching as Peach Pie's fighting the hooklet Swolegaths. That one steps into flanking with his buddy with his first action and uses his second action to make a claw attack. Gets a 26 to hit.
That'll miss.
And a second claw attack. A 27 to hit your flat foot.
That'll miss.
That's its turn. Which takes us over to Thesseka. Thesseka looks down at the stone spike that's coming out of her thigh, and she just kind of pivots and tries to escape. Gets a 40.
Jeez.
So she just kind of pivots out of it. The stone cracks, and she turns and looks at you. She draws a bomb from her bandolier and strikes with it with her second action. Gets a 35 to hit.
35 is a hit, yeah.
This is a frost vial that she's hitting you with. 16 points of cold damage. And yeah, the splash damage just happens too. So then Jebba will take 7 points of splash damage on top of the 16. Your movement speed is also decreased by 10 feet until the beginning of your next round. Then she's going to use her third action to throw an acid flask. 29 to hit.
But it's...
You get splashed with acid. You are going to take 3d6 persistent acid damage
neat.
at the end of your next turn, and you're also going to take 7 splash acid damage right now. Alchemical bombs. Moonlight, it's your turn.
Nothing I can do that'll hit both of them without hitting Peach Pie.
Or the humming, fragile, destructed crystal.
Yeah, nobody cares about that thing.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, we'll just focus fire.
Number 2 is the one that's been getting beaten on.
Yeah, I'll need a will save from him.
Gets a 30.
Ugh, that's exactly my DC. 12 mental damage and I become visible.
Moonlight appears in the hallway as they cast Phantasmal Killer.
And I also step back.
Then after Moonlight, Peach Pie. It's your turn.
We're going to attack. And we'll get a 33 to hit.
That'll hit.
We'll deal 32 damage. We'll attack again. Get a 27 to hit. Looks like that misses.
Yes, it does.
And I'll take a 5-foot step to the northeast to get out of flanking.
Kind of stepping over the cables and the glass tubes.
Yes. At the end of my turn, it looks like I'd take 6 persistent bleed damage, but I also rolled a 16 to overcome the bleed damage.
Nice. Bernard has a little, needle and thread, gets out and starts stitching up.
Exactly what happens.
That's going to take us over to that Swolegath. That is dazzled. Peach Pie stepped out of that position, very much pack hunting, flanking creatures.
Do it. You know you want to do it. Let's take that attack of opportunity.
Yeah, he does it. He uses the move action, goes around.
It's going to be a 29 to hit.
29 hits.
We'll deal him 25 damage.
Wham. With his final action, he's going to make a claw attack on Peach Pie. And get a 31 to hit, but... Yep, rolls a 20 on the mischance.
I'll take that nat 20 on the mischance.
Not on the hit itself. Yeah, that'll do it. Then deals you 25 points of slashing damage. That leads us to the top of round 4. Jebediah. Your 10-foot movement speed penalty. You have acid on you. You're sickened too. You're not looking too hot right now, bud.
Fortitude 35.
That's a success. That takes you from sickened 2 down to sickened 1.
And I cast a spell.
What spell do you cast?
I don't know. Does she want to check to see if she knows what it is?
Oh, no, she doesn't have recall.
Alright.
She doesn't have spell recall.
Next turn. Done.
Wait, you're not going to tell me what spell you cast?
She doesn't know. You don't know.
Oh, I see. So Jeb spends 2 actions to cast a spell, and I don't know what it is.
Oh, actually, it does. I forgot it does happen initially too. Well, you see a fucking lightning bolt strike right in front of my feet.
Wait, is this lightning storms?
Yeah.
So how far-reaching is the cloud? Is it just over Thesseka, or?
It's not even over her. It's 5 foot in front of me.
Got it.
Making it so that when she comes to him, if she comes to him.
Yeah, I'm fine with her just sitting back there. I got some sudden bolts and shit.
Then that takes us over, well, actually, Jeb, persistent acid damage here. You take 12.
I'll fail the save.
Wizard, it's your turn. What just happened? What is happening?
I disintegrated the fucker.
Good God. Okay, so Wizard casts Disintegrate, which means you have to make a spell attack roll. What'd you get?
37.
That's a hit.
Fortitude save.
It has to make a fortitude save. It gets a 29.
To fail by 1.
A failure. And then you get how many dice?
It's 12d10.
Good God.
As a green ray gets fired at my target.
Well, it takes 62 points of damage. So you have to hit and they have to fail.
Yep. But if you critically hit, their failure would become a critical failure. It drops the success of their save by 1 if you critically hit them.
And the critical failure is probably that they turn into a pile of dust shit.
I mean, it's just a regular critical hit, so it'd be 24d10. And if they get reduced to 0, then they get reduced to a fine powder. But their gear remains. Calls it out.
That's super, super important. All right. Well, that was not the Swolegath that was getting beat on.
No, but he's the only one in my sight. And then third action, I'm going to keep backing up to go check on Jeb. Hey, Jeb. You look a little fucked up. As you're like vomiting and covered in acid and like slowed and...
Just vomit on the ground. It's fine.
Just imagine like snot and shit too. And there's still like smoke coming off his beard from the acid.
That takes us over to the Swolegath, who's been getting beat on, but is now flanking Peach Pie. And he's going to make a claw attack on Peach Pie. He had a 26 to hit flat-footed AC.
Miss.
And we'll make a second attempt. A 26.
Miss.
That's completely ruins the chances of the rend. See it swinging for the fences on this one, gets a nat 1 and critically misses. Which takes us over to our big bad alchemist, Thesseka. She looks down at the woman at her feet who is bleeding out still. Not quite dead. Uses her first action to draw a potion, second action to drink it, and then third action to draw and throw a bomb at Jebediah.
Unconscious bitch, take that attack of opportunity.
Did you say draw, drink, draw, throw?
She's got quick bomber, which allows her to.
Okay.
Quick bomber shit.
What's in that 20, baby?
There's a critical hit on this bomb, which you will be happy to find out I was going to have be the fire flask, because she doesn't know any better. So you would take 31 points of damage before resistances. Then that takes us over to Moonlight.
I guess hook limb number 2 is still alive, so we need a will save from him. Fuck that guy.
He gets a 33.
He takes 17 mental damage. He's still alive?
He is still alive after that.
And I move a little bit closer.
That takes us over to Big Bad Flanked Clown. Peach Pie, it's your turn.
Well, let's take both of these guys down in one turn, huh? I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll try.
Let's see.
First one, 37 to hit,
37's a hit.
25 damage.
That puts him out of his misery.
I turn to the other one. That's a 25 and it'll miss.
Yes, it will.
I'll just go fishing on that third swing. Nope, miss.
Well, that takes us over to the living Swolegath, who uses his first action to extend out those barbs, and its second and third action to claw at Peach Pie. In a rage, you just killed his friend. 38 to hit,
That'll hit.
but rolls a 3 on the mischance because it's still dazzled. It misses.
Good.
Go wizard.
So it makes a second attempt, gets a 31 to hit.
Yep.
This time gets a 17 for the mischance and
he
hits.
finally does it. Good job, guy.
Gets 22 points of slashing damage against Peach Pie. That takes us up to the top of round 5, Jebediah.
Sustain. Sudden bolt. 34 lightning damage with a sudden bolt.
Damn. Yeah, Thesseka gets a 26 to save, which fails. Takes all of that lightning damage.
I'll be done. Hit me with that poison.
Yeah, this acid damage gonna hit you here. You're gonna take 9 points of acid damage.
Okay.
13 on the flat check fails.
Yes.
Wizard, it's your turn.
First action reach spell, second and third snowball. It is a third level snowball. I'm gonna throw at that guy disintegrated before.
Does that a spell attack roll on your part, right?
Yeah. 37 to hit.
That's a hit. You've been doing good with those.
11 damage.
11 points of damage. That takes us over to Thesseka.
Come at me, bitch.
She's going to stride forward, and she's seen that lightning strike right in front of you a couple of times. And she's going to lift her leg up and slam her heel into the ground, and a torrent of earth rolls toward Jebediah. Jeb, give me a reflex save.
31?
31 fails. You are going to take 57 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
Like pillars of earth and stone coming out and smacking Jeb.
She's like, oh, you had one little spike? Here's 7.
That is their turn, which takes us over to Moonlight.
Yeah, Moonlight's getting a little annoyed by these guys. Gonna keep trying to phantasmal killer these sons of bitches. Swolegath 1.
How many times do you have that?
I mean, I'm a sorcerer. I can cast as many as I want.
I suppose.
Oh, they're dead.
On this one, it rolls a 1 on its will save, critically failing. So, fortitude save, right?
Yeah, fortitude save.
It gets a 25.
What level are they?
10.
Oh, this is only a level 4 phantasmal killer.
Aww.
That's too bad.
That is really, really too bad.
What, does it just outright kill him?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have.
I mean, you're still probably gonna finish it.
So that is a 12d6 mental damage.
Damn.
Is 38,
38 straight out does not kill him.
and they're frightened 4.
Frightened 4? Fuck. If your 38 mental damage doesn't kill him, and it didn't, the frightened 4 and Peach Pie's turn.
You got it. 35 to hit.
That's a critical hit.
Excellent. 59 damage.
Big ol' alley-oop there.
Yeah, why is that a critical hit?
Because it's frightened 4.
Yeah. Yeah, it went from 29 AC down to 25. So that was on the money, the reason it was a critical.
Nice. And with the ridiculous that is having sudden charge and a 30-foot movement speed, I move all the way down the hall, up the hall, and over a little bit to get in front of Jeb, in between Jeb and Thesseka, and I will take a swing.
You have that much speed?
I have a 30-foot movement speed, and sudden charge allows you to move twice your speed and make an attack, and it does not matter if it's a straight line or what.
That is 55 feet.
Yep, I counted it.
Yeah, holy shit, 55 feet. Wow.
Like how we all counted it.
Yeah.
It seems so ridiculous. So Peach Pie just finishes off the Swolegath that's next to the humming crystal and just sprints into the next
Flap,
room.
flap, 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 flap.
Jumping in front of Jebediah, and Thesseka looms large.
And takes a swing. We get a 33 to hit and miss.
33 misses.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I'm certainly not going to action point that. That is the end of my turn.
That takes us to the top of round 6. Jeb, it's your turn.
Sustain.
Reflex save, right?
Reflex save from both of you. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's happening.
Peach Pie wasn't aware.
Hey, there's a cloud. It's my rain cloud. Cool. There's lightning coming from me.
Oh, I only get a 26.
Fail. Thesseka.
He also fails.
No, she succeeds because you're sickened.
Fucking cock and sucking fucking balls.
Oh, the second one reduces your 29 down to a 28.
I didn't
So
think it affected the spells.
She succeeds.
I'm gonna cast level 4 heal.
On yourself.
Yeah. Alright, I'm dead. Bye, I'm done. Hit me with that poison.
47 back, hit you with the acid, which is 9, and another failure on the flat check, 11. Wolf Bud, which takes us over to Wizard. Wizard, Peach Pie just flopped past you.
I'm gonna start moving over here. Where's the storm cloud?
Above her.
It's a 5-foot burst.
Yeah.
So would it be right here too?
Wait, do a burst, do you select a corner or an intersection? Yeah, you select an intersection, so it's 4 squares that you're selecting.
I move here for my first action, back into the entryway to the room with all the jars.
Brain jars.
And second and third, I will cast a sudden bolt on Thesseka, like point blank range.
She's just getting shot with lightning.
It's my last high level spell. It's a 5th level, 7 bolt.
Thesseka's going to get a 28 on the reflex save.
Barely fails, and that's 7d12.
Nice.
At least you guys found her weakness, reflex saves.
Yep.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
tried everything. I watched a fortitude save. Then in the first round, I tried a will and a reflex to see what her lowest was.
Look, it's not that low. It's still 19.
It's her lowest, though.
I know,
by
yeah.
far.
Yeah, that's still 7 lower than her fortitudes.
Yeah, our fortitude's nutty.
And I think will was, 22?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
42 damage on that 7d12.
She takes all of it.
That's my turn.
That takes us over to Thesseka.
Hello, I say, right in front of her. Your friends are dead, I'm afraid.
On her turn, she begins to cast a spell.
I will take an attack of opportunity.
Go ahead.
Is it primal?
Recognize spell.
Yeah, it is primal.
Heck yeah.
I get a 30 and miss. I'm going to take one of my 2 hero points.
Oh, okay.
And then I get a 40.
A 40 hits. God, that's so close to a crit. On the dice, not versus AC.
We'll deal 31 damage to her.
I get a 30.
The Wiz is also trying to recognize the spell.
I don't know why. You can just cast a spell and then we'll find out.
I rolled a nat 1 and misidentify the spell. It's up to your discretion.
Quick, Jeb, she's casting Snowflake.
She's definitely casting Stone to Flesh, without a doubt. She casts Stone Shape. She makes fists with both of her hands and slams them into the wall to her right, and she slides the wall to close the wizard off from the rest of the party.
Oh, good move.
Wizard, you now have a stone wall in between you and the rest of the party.
How thick?
We'll get there on your turn. Then with her third action, she's just going to smack Peach Pie. Claw attack. Gets a 33 to hit.
That'll hit.
That will deal you 25 points of damage.
Weak.
Which brings us down to Moonlight. It's your turn.
Do I see anything out on this terrace? Nothing out here?
Other than the tops of trees? Not really.
Okay. Yeah, I move 60 feet and pull out a wand. That's my turn.
Okay. That takes us over to Peach Pie.
Let's see how this goes. We're just going to attack. We get a 33 to hit.
33 misses.
Goodness gracious. Second attack. Nope, not going to hit with a 19. Third action. Jeb, would you rather be flanking with her or...
I think we need the flanking.
Yeah. I will try and move through her square and get behind her. And, yeah, no, not a chance. I fail. I try and bull rush through her and I just bounce off of her very muscular body.
Oh, yeah. She's swole.
That didn't work. I'm done.
All right, Jebediah, it's your turn. Second one. Acid damage still burning on you.
Reflex.
God damn it, 24.
Thesseka gets a 26.
Lightning damage. 25.
25. She takes all of it.
And then I will cast another heal on my little clown friend.
Thanks, buddy.
And apologize for shocking the shit out of you.
Appreciate it.
Alright, that's it.
Man, that static on those heals is so clutch.
Yes.
Jeb, you're going to take 15 points of acid damage.
Hey!
Gets a 15 on the roll. Recovers. Wizard, you are behind a stone wall.
Well, guess I'm going home.
How thick this wall?
Yeah, it can't be that thick. I mean, it goes from the bottom to the top.
Is it less than a foot thick?
It is less than a foot thick, yes.
Pull out my insistent door knocker from my sleeves and try to open a fucking door through it.
Yes! It is successful.
Oh, hey. Activation of that is 2 actions, so that is my full turn. 1 action to take it out, second and third to use it.
I'm sorry. That was pretty good, man. See, in her head, at best, you'd have to run all the way down to go up the other stairwell on the other side and then come back around the other way. But within seconds, you just turn it into a door. God, it's so perfect. Okay. Now that I'm dying.
Me too.
I'm actually dying. It is her turn, and she looks just frustrated as hell at that. She growls. She's going to use a claw attack on Peach Pie and gets a 40 to hit.
Jeez. That's a critical hit.
Peach Pie, you are going to take 49 points of slashing damage. She's going to use her second action to grab you.
Oh, hi.
And she kind of wraps her big arms around Peach Pie.
Aw, she's my own Lady Dimitrescu.
And with her third action, turns her body into solid stone.
I'm sorry, what?
Peach Pie, you're immobilized.
But not Stone himself?
Nope.
Interesting.
He's just being held by a statue right now.
Oddly comforting.
You're immobilized and you cannot move. Moonlight, it's your turn.
Well, that changes a little bit what I was going to do. Moonlight moves up to right behind Jeb.
You're going to have to give me a fortitude save for the stench. You haven't gotten close enough yet.
35.
That's a success.
Not really the spell I want to cast with my 6th level spell, but I think it will be useful here. And I don't see why it would not make Peach Pie released. I cast Collective Transposition to move Peach Pie to the other side of Thesseka and Jebediah to where Peach Pie was.
This damn spell. I'm telling you, man. This damn spell. So you move Peach Pie behind Thesseka, out of Thesseka's grasp, which means, Peach Pie, you are no longer immobilized, nor are you grabbed.
And I move Jeb into flanking with Thesseka. And that's my turn.
My lightning bolts.
Well then.
Hey, Peach Pie. There's a stone in front of us.
You don't have to sustain the spell, Jeb.
No, it's all the fucking damage we're doing on her.
Let us chip away at her.
Gracie's probably like 90 now.
Peach Pie, you very suddenly find yourself not in its grasp any longer and behind Thesseka.
That was strange, but I've seen Moonlight do it before. Attack. 33 to hit.
Flanking, yes.
Flanking.
33, because of flanking, hits.
We'll deal her 37 damage.
Well, Moonlight is why flanking's there.
And we'll attack again. 32 to hit.
So close.
Yes.
And misses.
And with my third action, I'm going to try and battle medicine myself with a DC of 20.
Bump it up the DC a bit.
Yeah.
All
See
right.
if he can kill himself.
I get a 24.
Well, that'll do it.
So I heal 2d8 plus 15.
Is that godless healing from the 15?
Godless healing gives me the 5. Increasing the DC to 20 gives me an extra 10.
Nice.
So I heal myself 19, which is hoop rolls. But
Fucking
at
awesome.
least it's something. And that is the end of my turn.
After Peach Pie, Jeb, it's your turn.
Reflex save. We both succeed.
What is this? Are you sustaining the spell?
Fuck yeah.
So Jeb and Thesseka are going to need reflex save. Well, Thesseka's petrified.
Yeah, I'm just curious if anything happens. If it does anything happen, I don't want to roll the damage.
You become an object with bulk normal to double your normal bulk.
So she just has bulk, she doesn't have HP?
She's got AC, hardness, and an HP.
Oh, okay, well, damage then.
I'm not sure. Huh.
If she'd get a reflex save.
I wish I'd disintegrate so badly right now. There's rules for disintegrating objects. An object you hit is destroyed, no save, regardless of hardness, unless it's an artifact or similarly hard to destroy.
Damn.
I can't recall it. I can't use it. I don't
Can't recall it? Oh, that's rough, dude. I mean, her hardness is her resistance, which is 14. Items have hit points like creatures. The item takes damage left over of the hardness. If an item is reduced to 0, it's destroyed.
So how much hardness does this have?
I mean, her hardness is her resistance, which is 14.
Okay, well, so yeah, we'll see if she takes any damage. So she takes no damage. And I'm so glad I rolled shit on that, because that doesn't kill me now.
There you go. Alright. And then you still have 2 actions.
Yes. So she's a rock.
She is a rock.
He's my rock. I cast a heal. We're going down the line to level 3s now, but...
On yourself?
Yeah, and I'll be done.
Well, that takes us over to the wizard.
Hey, dude.
Oh, hey.
It's funnier than it has any right to be.
I mean, I just opened the door to a weird situation. Like, she's a statue now. Like,
Now what?
Oh, you guys got her. Cool.
oh, why is she a statue?
I pulled the cockatrice out of my bag.
Can I make a check to try to figure out what she's doing?
I will allow you to do your 2-action recall knowledge thingy-majoober.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Society.
No, fuck that. I'm gonna use a hero point. I just rolled a nat 1. No. That's right. Nat 1, nat 20. 44.
That is an ability the Swolegath Stone Lieges, like Boopy Boy, have, just none of them have used. It's called Stone Throws. And they turn their body into solid stone like a statue, and they immediately become petrified. Any creature grappled or restrained by Thesseka becomes immobilized. It says to get free, the creature must damage the statue enough to break it or succeed an acrobatics check, but, you know, moonlight. The only action Thesseka can take while petrified is to use stone throws to end the effect.
I don't understand the point of this ability.
You know, like, what's she holding off for? Is that what you're wondering? Like, because we've...
Did I shock her into ending the effect by opening the door?
No. It's not her turn. Well, that brings us over to Thesseka. She stops and reverses the stone effect. But she comes back and she looks around. She's like, she was expecting you to be in her grip, and you're not. And she looks behind herself and she growls. Fuck, you guys have her so pinned down in this hallway. All because she went to go looking for moonlight. Because she had a hot head.
Dumb bitch.
She's gonna burrow into the ground.
Come on now. We gotta be able to take an action on that.
Both get attack of opportunities on that.
All right.
Jebediah and Peach Pie, you are flanking as well.
That's right. I'll make sure I get that on there.
She's trying to dip away, is that what you're saying? I don't
She's
like
trying to run away. 35.
35 hits.
37 damage.
Very nice damage.
I'm using it. I'll use my other one.
Using your hero point? All right.
30 to miss. Hell yeah.
30 misses. She burrows down. You can hear, ever so slightly, her moving beneath your feet. Like that.
Which direction?
Through through Jebediah, back towards Moonlight. Moonlight, it's your turn.
Does your ghost sense thing work through?
Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't work through solid objects. I move over by Jeb and Peach Pie and cast Shield. I don't know. And say, someone that's good with medicine should go check and see if she's okay.
Peach Pie.
I make a perception check to see if I can hear where Thesseka has gone.
Go ahead.
35.
For certain, Thesseka's moving west, back towards the crystal room.
I move over to the poor lady who is almost certainly dead, and I will make a medicine check to try and battle medicine her.
All right, well, I wasn't going to do it at the time in the middle of combat because that sounded like it was going to be way too difficult to have to deal with. So we are, 8 rounds into this? It was round 3 when she got slashed down on a critical hit, dying 2. So we're going to do these recovery rolls right in front of you.
Yep.
She gets an 8. But she failed on the first one. It goes
She's
down
fucking
to
dead.
dying 3.
But she succeeds.
She succeeds on the second one, so she goes down to dying 2. She gets an 11 for DC 12, so it goes back to dying 3. That's her third check. Fourth check, gets a 3 on the die. She's dead.
She's dead. So I rolled a battle medicine needlessly. We can just say I get a 30 on my medicine check to see if she's still alive.
She's gone.
I'm afraid she's dead.
Jeb.
I look at the wizard, I'm like, what the fuck happened to you? As he's probably got blood all over his...
The fuck happened to you?
Literally frost damage, fire damage, acid damage, and some rocks.
Yeah, you've had your ass kicked.
I sustain the spell.
Okay, reflex save, Moonlight Jeb.
I heal the whiz for 25.
Oh, thank you.
And I perception check as I walk this way and try to find this bitch.
36 for the perception. She's moving west.
I'll move my 30 feet west.
Wizard.
I will follow my friend Jed. I'm staying right on his ass, though. Only took one action. I passed the other 2 actions.
Moonlight.
I mean, I'm assuming Boopy Girl doesn't show up.
No.
I mean, I'm following her. How quick can she move?
Yeah, same.
I'll move here, but I don't want to move any closer. If you guys are going to keep following, I don't want to get all of us into that same room. I cast shield.
Peach Pie.
Yeah, I move that direction. I'll just use all my movement to get into that room.
Okay, so you're standing just a square away or 5 feet away from that crystal.
Yeah.
Where's
Jebediah. She's still moving west from where you're at.
I'm in I got a 36. Where is she? I think I can hear it.
She's just a couple of squares ahead of you.
I'll wait until I hear her move.
Are you going to delay?
Yeah, that's the word I want.
So you're delaying. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Then Wizard.
I guess I start moving back into position to look at how to disrupt or take apart the contraption that was rigged up to the crystal.
Got it. Thesseka emerges from the stones right next to the wizard, who's taken up station next to some of the controls for the crystal. She looks at the wizard and she hisses, and then she reaches over to the crystal and lifts it into the air.
I thought it was attached to stuff.
It is, and all of the wires and the glass tubes just kind of break, and there's alchemical potion spilling on the ground. Jeb's got a delay that he could jump in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if I were able to kill her and she falls, we die, right? No, I'll fucking try attacking her, sure. I'll get right up next to her.
Blanking.
Before moving, I'm gonna throw up some.
Are you gonna try and clear a second?
Fuck, I did it wrong, guys.
You did it the wrong way around, man. Nat 20, that clears the sickened condition off, though. Hey, that'll make it easier to hit her.
Yeah, crit would have made it really easy to hit her. Yeah, all right. That's all I got.
All right, well, Jeb misses. Moonlight, it's your turn.
Moonlight delays. Moonlight's not going into that room with everybody in there,
Good call. Good call.
and I can't see her to attack her. So, in fact, Moonlight
All right.
takes cover behind this corner.
So not a delay, it's a cover.
Moonlight's going to take cover and cast shield.
Okay. Peach Pie, your turn.
All right. Well, let's just see what we can do. I'll move around to the back side of Thesseka. I know I don't have flanking there, but seems like a decent enough place to be. And we'll take an attack. Almost a 20, but I still hit.
Yeah, 35 does hit.
And we'll deal her 34 damage.
She resists some of it, but she's looking pretty hurt. Blood running down the corners of her mouth. Wild look in her eyes with the crystal held above her head.
And what's kind of behind her in this crystal-y area? Anything?
No, honestly, this is the room that the wizard fireballed. So this room was overgrown with vines and shit.
Yeah, but other than that crystal, there's nothing else there.
Oh no, that and just the shit attached to it? No, that's an empty room aside.
Okay, I wasn't thinking I could push her into some more crystals to do something.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Then with my third action, I will simply attempt to just attack her again, and we'll go fishing for that nat 20. I don't get it, and I miss.
Well, that takes us up to the top of the order. Wizard, it's your turn.
I go pew 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 and shoot 3 level 1 magic missiles at her.
All right. For a total of 8 damage.
I was really hoping that was going to kill her.
It's her turn. She holds the crystal high above her head, and she looks down at the 3 of you who are surrounding her. Sevgavazeb destroys with no remorse, and throws the crystal to the ground.
We're all dead.
shattering it. And this blue electrical pulsing surge cascades through the entire room. And you all need to give me reflex saves.
And our residence protects us.
Moonlight, you'll also need to give one, but your circumstance, your DC is different than theirs.
I hero pointed mine. It was a mistake.
Moonlight gets a nat 20 for 40.
Wow.
Moonlight's taking cover, and yeah, you're fine. Moonlight's fine. So everybody but Moonlight dies. Par for the course. Wizard, with a 31, you are successful. Jeb, with a 27, you fail. Beach Pie, with a 33, you're successful. 42 points of damage.
It's not that bad. 13d6.
It's force damage.
She better take it too.
She does, and she had 12 HP left. So she slams it onto the ground, and that blue pulsing energy shoots up through her head, and she flies backwards. Peach Pie, Jebediah, and the wizard are thrown backwards 10 feet, and they land prone at the shockwave of energy. You see in front of you the body of Thesseka laying on her back, headless.
Final boss of Book 3 complete. But I assure you, we are not out of the woods yet. Not quite all of the mysteries have been solved, and something unusual is headed our way. What could it be? Find out next time as we continue the Extinction Curse. And until then, may you have many great adventures of your own.
It's your turn.